got hard when you got on. Left you got hard when you got on. Left you got hard when you got on. Left you got hard when you got on.
If you please help us welcome the Irreverent Reverend, your freaky deacon, the one, the only, Mr. Art Zealous.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! Thank you! And good morning, all you venerable saints of art and craft in the world and also at Burning Man! This program is for every person who wants some sacred ritual in their creative life. You know, we make art best when we make art daily, so let's make stuff religiously. Folks, today's artistic inspiration is art cars, such as the mutant vehicles found in all the world's Burning Man festivals. Can you imagine? So grab your crayons, your banjo, your knitting needle, or your spatula, whatever tools you love for whatever art you're working on today, and feel free to get inspired by only the most wonderful kind of car, that portable party and pedestrian pleaser, the art car. And let's make something great today. But first, let us thank the Art Zealous Youth Singers. Let us thank good old Agnes on the organ, keeping our time today. And folks, a lady who needs no introduction, please hoot and holler for my lovely wife, Belle! Oh, don't you look lovely? Look at you, aren't you a vision? Darling, have you ever considered going to that Burning Man festival there is?
Oh, AZ, you know, I have on occasion contemplated the opportunity, but it has never come to fruition for me.
Huh. Well, maybe someday you and I will go there ourselves, arm in arm. We'll see what they have to show us.
Wouldn't that be something?
That's right. All right, folks. Belle's going to take your call. She's going to host the chat room. She's my inspiration and the brains of this operation. So let's give her one more round of applause. I hear those phones ringing, and yes, we are going to take your calls. And everyone is trying to call, folks. So if you must, please leave a message. We'll get you live on the air momentarily. Because first, there's something very important I have to share with you. With the 5 commandments of art, you can create anything that your heart desires. That's right, 5 commandments. That's twice the impact with half the tablets. So let's make some art, friends. And how do we start? The first commandment is art devoted. So we devote ourselves to sit with the art we are about to make for a dedicated time, with no interruptions permissible. And we do so thusly. Put your hand on your heart, put your tool in the air, and swear. I do solemnly swear to devote 5 whole minutes to the creation of an art car mutant vehicle. And then, friends, because all great art starts in the butt, we must shake loose the wiggles. So get ready to shake loose the wiggles. Shake those wiggles out. Shake the wiggles out. Let all the distractions empty out of your body. That's right. Let them get out. Let them get out of there. Let them drop them on the floor. And sit. Woo! Congratulations. You are now a serious artist. And every serious artist knows that the hardest part is just to start. So, now, do we leave to fate that what we're going to make will be great? Hardly, friends. The second commandment is that we are dreamy. First, we imagine. Second, we imagine the results of our wildest dreams come true. Imagine that art car before you, the perfect art car of all your dreams and hopes. And jot down what you see. Say, hey there, art car mutant vehicle of my dreams. Don't you look dreamy? I sure do love your vibrant concept, aping either a recognizable shape or being of a pure stylistic riff. Like over here on the left, we got that rhinoceros. It's a flaminoceros, no question. And then over to the right, we have sort of a dream catcher car. So tell us in the chat what you see when you imagine the perfect art car mutant vehicle. I dream of something with provocative visibility. For you, my beloved art car, are a party beacon. From the distance I spot you and run towards you, eager to party, eager to drink of your grooves. That's right, it needs a good lighting system that can be viewed from a distance. Doesn't have to be fire, but it should be. Say, hey there, my love.
St. Hartford.
St. Hartford.
Of the Berkeley Shires.
Of the Berkeley Shires.
Sure does love his mutant vehicles, a possum unicycle with laser eyes.
A possum unicycle with laser eyes. Thank you, St. Jonathan. St. Jonathan, Hartford. That's exactly what everyone needs. Thank you. I dream of sanctuary. My art car must have a comfortable lounging area, not only to languor on during the daytime, but also for you to sit down and talk while your friends are bumping and grinding. Say, hey there, art car mutant vehicle. I sure do like your portable party platform. That's right, an elevated platform from which to do that bumping and grinding. And finally, safety last. A good art car mutant vehicle requires an unobstructed driver's view. So here are my dreams in order for how my art car should turn out that I shall consult as I create. Because now that I have dreamed perfection, I know I'm always traveling in the right direction. So how do we know that we're making it rightly? That's right, the third commandment is to art lightly. We learn what it is we are doing only by doing. So whatever art you're making, be it song or sculpture or strawberry souffle, rough out your first ideas quickly and lightly. So let us take 5 minutes now with just a pencil and paper to meet the unfamiliar with a playful boldness. That's right, look at what we got right here. That's right. Okay, so there ain't nobody who lacks the tools they need to make art. Any piece of paper, any writing implement is all that you need. So we're going to sketch lightly here. Okay, so the first thing I know that I need is a concept. So I'm going to be looking at concepts that are wet, that are the opposite of Burning Man Festival, because those will have the most intrinsic conceptual tension. I like a water park, so let's draw some of the shapes that we recognize as being intrinsic to water parks. I got a swirly slide here. That's right. And again, it's lightly here. I only have to do the vaguest indication of what it is I want to come, because all the structural elements are going to be in there later. So just put shapes in proximity to other shapes. So I got like a little catch pool at the bottom of my slide. There we go. There we go. Maybe wheels are right on that. Maybe the pool is the dominant weight mass of the mutant vehicle. I hope so. That sounds like a great way to go. I love that. I love that if possible. Okay, all right, okay. Maybe a rain cloud. So like sort of like a water's coming down motif. What about that? That's something. So water parks usually, they work in the visual idiom of water. So you're going to see a lot of maritime elements. You're going to see a lot of aquatic elements, are not unfamiliar. And rain on the desert is also something that's a little bit unusual. So that also stands to have a little conceptual tension. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, folks. We're just going to sketch real lightly here. Nothing you do is set in stone. Look at that. Okay, and we got safety, I know, is going to be a priority. So let's go ahead and get that little lifeguard chair there. Ain't that nice? That's right. Get that in there. And then because you stand in the sun, you want some sort of roof over your water slide. Probably has other practical applications. Lighting for one. But I mean, like keeping the sunlight out and keeping the black light in the shape of a sun. Okay, this light is giving me very much trouble today. But that's okay. because I got a partial 2 minutes left here. Sketch lightly, sketch light, sketch fast. Just the fundamental elements. Anything you want to consider for your mutant vehicle, art car. My darling, how's the chat doing? Are folks enjoying this concept? Are they finding struggles?
You know, I think they're all heads down on their drawing lightly because we're not seeing a lot of commentary. And I imagine they're all thinking what I'm thinking is that it would be better if yours had an infinity pool.
Oh, well, that's the way. I wish I had consulted you, my love. Now, we got a lot of folks coming to us from the Burning Man multiverse of the Sparkleverse. How you doing, Sparkleoids? Sparkleoids are going to have a little easier time with this because they might be viewing this through a 2D situation. And then we're also joined from Center Camp. Okay, Agnes. Ease up on the organ. A lot of these are new friends. Okay, Agnes is letting us know we got 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining, folks. Folks, on the BRC VR, that's right, Black Rock City VR, in Altspace VR. I understand, thanks to the hard work of the team there, including a gentleman named Drew, who's my lifesaver, that we are in Center Camp, my love. Do you know the significance of that?
You know, I have an idea, but I think you could probably expand my understanding.
Only the most coffee-starved and bleary-eyed, ice-needing wastrels ever end up there, which is every person on the planet. So they go there, and various sorts of jesters and minstrels cavort around with their axe. It's a great place to meet people in the comparative shade. And drink your coffee while you wait for your brain to come back online. All right, okay. All right, okay. That's all the time we got here. Okay, that's all. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there with what I got, and that is gonna have to be enough. It's gonna have to be enough. I'm gonna stop right there because I'm good at stopping when I say. Probably I'm the only artist who found themselves unnaturally attached to the work that they were working on and unready to stop and show. That's probably just me. But if you share that malady, well, I got good news for you. Which is congratulations. Because now, you and me, only a pen and a piece of paper, got a baby little work of art. Look at that. Look at that right there. Ain't that pretty? And every work of art that was ever made was started from scratch. Just like yours. Just like mine. And friends, in the imagination, there's ideas uncountable, and they are glorious. Believe me, nobody loves the imagination more than I, nor the myriad ideas cavorting around like sparkle ponies on a vast playa, a vast illuminated playa. But one thing that the imagination ain't, one thing that these ideas uncountable ain't, is real. Ideas without action, there can be no manifestation. They will never walk in our realm. No communication, no result, and no reward. But this art that you got right here, it's a blank piece of paper. That's real. How do I know? Because you can hang that on a fridge. And you say, well, Zell, that's only doodles. It's only doodles. I can't show my doodles. You know who's saying that, don't you? That's right. That's old Scratch who's talking to you. All the dark clouds. You know, you want to make something and there's that little voice in your head that says, scratch that out. You're not good enough. You're too old to be a child prodigy. Every negative thought that obstructs our internal path to liberation and saps our energies to create, every single one of those come from one voice, and that's old Scratch. He wants you to stay in your seat and not make art. Scratch a liar. So what do we do when we hear him whisper? We say coconuts to that. We take all those little whispers, all those quibbles swimming around in the air, and we squeeze them. We grab them. We squeeze them down into a coconut. We got that coconut with all those quibbles, all those scratch lies in them, and we throw it in the ocean. Woo! Coconuts, we yell. Coconuts! coconuts. Coconuts to that. Friends, art is an iterative process, and we ain't gotta make it perfect if we can always make it better. And folks, the creative confessional of the airwaves is now open, and these phone lines are blowing up. So call that number on the screen with any artistic worry, big or small, and we, me and Belle, Agnes, the child orchestra, we will strategize your artistic salvation. So if you have crafting consternations, we will be your artful solution. How's that sound? In the meantime, I'm going to take that little piece of paper, take a picture of it, I'm going to bring it in my computer, and I'm going to keep drawing away on it, see how far I can get in 25 minutes below. Now let's see what you can do too. What do you say to that? What do you say to that? There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Think you'll agree. That looks mighty pretty. So I'm bringing this in. I'm bringing this into the iPad, which is my very favorite drawing computer. I took a picture of it, and then I'm drawing on top of that picture. I dropped the opacity down. My love, you got a face of consternation. Is everything okay?
Everything's okay.
Everything's okay. Oh, my love. What an inspiration you are. Okay, so I'm going to take the scribbles here, the indications of the water slide, which I liked a great deal, and I am going to just draw those out a little bit more. And, oh, it looks like we got a call coming through. We got a call coming through. Oh, it's a message. It's a message. I'm going to pipe it through.
This is Tommy Thompson of Des Moines, Iowa, and I've got a question, Art. I've been making this for a while, and I've been selling a project for people, and it's not getting the response that I want. And I don't know what's wrong, Art, because it's got all the right ingredients. Same. Got everything I'm betting and everything that people have loved in the past, but people don't seem to be responding to it now. What do I do? Art, love the program. You're my personal hero. Keep going, you. I love you. Thank you.
Oh, Tommy. Well, first of all, thank you for your call. Thank you for your call, Tommy. I greatly appreciate it. That's some common feeling that I know I've had. I know a lot of artists have had that. And Tommy, what do you do? What do you do when your artwork is not getting the response that you want? You're putting your heart into it. You're not phoning it in. But, maybe you're making a song and folks aren't listening. Well, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because, we pride ourselves on making stuff that maybe is something the world hasn't seen before. So, how do you know if it's good? Well, of course, feedback is always a gift. So whenever we put something in front of an audience, whenever an audience can take a look at something we made, and they can give us their ruling on it, they can tell us what they're responding to, what it is they see. If they could wave a magic wand, what would be different? You got to take that feedback. You don't have to flip-flop for every quibble someone has. But if you're asking folks, and you should be asking folks for notes, and they keep giving you notes, and those notes are often the same, that's something you should probably listen to. Now, as Neil Gaiman said, the writer Neil Gaiman says, when everybody tells you that something is wrong with your work, they're almost always right. And whenever they tell you how to fix it, they're almost always wrong. So remember that. It's still your work. It's still emergent from your vast imagination. So listen to folks, take their meaning, and see if you can't find it, see if you can't find a version of that speaks to people in a way that the current version is not. And if that critical review does not get you where you need to be, if you have a trusted artistic collaborator or a mentor who you respect, maybe you take it to them and you say, show me what it is I cannot see. And if you are sincere and if you are lucky, I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to give you an indication to change the work to find the audience that you want it to find. And sometimes, Tommy, sometimes you move on to the next piece of art. So maybe you can fix it. Maybe you can serve your muse best by starting anew. So those are two legitimate options that I want you to know that you have in your quiver. Tommy, thank you so much for calling. I hope that this has helped in some small way. If you want to talk on the air, I know you left a message, but if you want to talk on the air, that number is down at the bottom of the screen. It's down right there. And anybody can call. Talk to me live on the air right now. So I've got my wheels here, and I think I'm going to go with like a life preserver motif for the wheels. I like that. And then for the center of the wheels, I'm going to bring back the sun motif. So sun in the surf is going to kind of be the theming of this. It's not entirely literal, or at least it's a pastiche of these existing elements. I'm going to make a sun as the spoke of the life preserver wheel for my water park art car. There's a name there. There's a great name possible there. Is it because, like, a lot of time parking means making out, and so that's very sexy. Is there a way to take that intrinsic sex appeal and transfer that to the water park? I'd sure like to hear what you think. Hit me up in the chat if you got an answer for that. Or heck, call the number on the screen. You'll get to talk to me and you'll get to talk to Belle either way. That's all up to you. The choice is yours. Of course, the folks in the BRC VR, they're wearing their headsets. And this is a common problem with those VR headsets, is like someone's texting you and you got to lift it up, and then your avatar goes slack, as though entranced by a terrible Voldemort who's yanking your chains like a puppet. Your avatar goes slack, and your hands hang Pinocchio down by your side. I think Pinocchio was a puppet and not a marionette. Was Pinocchio a marionette or a puppet?
I believe Pinocchio was a marionette initially, but it might depend on which version you're referencing.
That's a really good point. That's actually the definitive answer. It depends on which version I'm referencing. Okay. So we've got our life preserver wheels here, and we're going to want the base of it to be a big old swimming pool. And I don't got any strong ideas for this here, so I'm thinking maybe a raft, like a big rubber raft for this basin. Oh, darling, what was your suggestion?
Well, I thought it would benefit from an infinity pool.
Oh, infinity pool. Oh, yeah, infinity pool. That would be great. That would be great. That's the right way to do it. I mean, because can you imagine, like, if you were swimming and driving at the same time, so you were actually proceeding through space even as you were swimming through the infinity of water?
I just think it would actually be nice if the entire pool were see-through, and then there was a reclaimer underneath so that the water could spill out over the edges and be reclaimed and picked up.
I love it. Oh, also, the idea alone of a transparent swimming pool, because then you can see all the sexy frolicking that's happening there, and that's also very art car.
That's a glass bottom pool.
Folks like to glass bottom pool. Glass. You ever hear words that you think to yourself, that's the truest thing I ever heard in my life?
I do indeed.
Maybe it's just nonsense, but that's something that now is like the word camels. You hear camels and you're like, I gotta make that my life.
Camels.
Glass bottom pool. Oh, that would be good. So do you cantilever the pool up so folks can pass underneath it and look at you? Oh, that's a great way to go.
I think it's better if it's high.
Oh. Well, that's an extremely burner thing to say.
There was a show, I don't think that you saw it, that I got to see at one point. It was a performative dance show, but it involved the pool dropping from the ceiling so that you could see performers perform in the pool from underneath.
Oh, so it was effectively a glass...
It was a glass bottom pool.
What show was that?
I'm going to have to look up the name
All
of
right,
it.
hold on. All right, Agnes is letting us know. Ever attentive Agnes, unafraid to interrupt my conversation with my beautiful wife. Tell me, we got 15 minutes left, folks. 15 minutes with which to finish up. We got 15:45, Agnes. Agnes, did you just want to skip topics?
It was Fuerza Bruta.
Oh, you found it?
Yes, I did.
Excellent. Fuerza Bruta.
Fuerza Bruta was the name of the show.
Fuerza Bruta. What a beautiful lyrical name.
Yes.
Fuerza Bruta. Okay. All right.
St. Jonathan of the Berkeleyshire Software's Abruzza in New York.
Oh, really?
That is where I saw it as well.
There we go. Here we go. All right. So we got just 14 minutes remaining here. So I think it's finally time for a segment that I like, I certainly enjoy, called Sunday School Bell. That's right, darling. Are you ready? This is a segment in which I throw outlandish premises at my ingenious wife, and we all watch inspired as she creates something out of nothing. Are you ready, my darling?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, okay, darling. The segment today, I'm afraid, it's good old 20 questions.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Which inspiring work of legitimate art am I thinking of? I'm going to keep drawing. Will you keep track? I trust you.
I will keep track.
I trust you implicitly. Oh, there we go. There we go. We lost. Oop, there we go. Hold on. We lost our time. Did we lose our time? We lost our time.
We need our
okay,
time.
that's okay. I'm going to keep time. I'm going to keep time.
You're going to keep time.
I'm going to keep time.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. All right. That's
Shall
right.
I
We
set
always
a
have our
timer?
share of. What's that, my love?
Shall I set a timer?
Oh, no. I got a timer right here.
Okay.
A timer right here on the iPad. All right, okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right, my love. 20 questions. Which inspiring work of legitimate art am I thinking of? And this is a very, very woolly one, but you have never lost yet. And I'm confident you're going to be able to get even this.
Is the inspiring work of legitimate art you're thinking of something that you saw at Burning Man?
Yes! Look at her right out the gate, direct hit. Now, because I know you have not been to Burning Man, and because I know that you are impossible to stump, I have a unique artistic challenge for you in this one. Would you like to hear what it is?
I would indeed.
Okay, so the artistic challenge is, I'm going to have a work of art in mind that you have perhaps never seen and never heard of, but I want you to deduce what it is based on what you know of art at Burning Man. Isn't this a fun challenge?
I suppose so.
Isn't this a fun challenge? All right, my love, you've asked one question, and I have given you 1,000-yard stare. What do you got for me? What do you got for me?
Is the legitimate piece of art that you experienced at Burning Man, has it been to Burning Man more than once?
Assuredly.
Is the legitimate piece of art that you experienced at Burning Man that has assuredly been to Burning Man more than once stationary?
No, my love, it is not. It's not stationary, except for brief intervals.
Is the legitimate piece of art that has assuredly been to Burning Man more than once that is not stationary commonly considered to be an art car?
Yes, my love, I think it would fit the category of things known to be an art car. This is a specific art car that must exist, but which may or may not exist, and I'm sure you're going to get it, even if it's from the purely imaginal.
Is the legitimate work of art that has certainly been to Burning Man, that you experienced at Burning Man, has certainly been to Burning Man more than once, that is not stationary, that is commonly considered to be an art car?
Yes, my love.
Does it reference an animal?
Holy damn! 5 questions in. She is on the trail. She's on the trail. Yes, my love, it does. An animal. And friends, we got 7 minutes and 47 seconds left to finish up our art. My darling, I don't think it'll take you that long to guess this. Will it? I don't think it will. You continue, please.
Is the animal that it evokes imaginary?
No, my love, it is a real animal and not a mythical or cryptozoological animal that it invokes, this art car.
Is the art, the animal, the real animal that is invoked by this art car, a bird?
She asking all the right questions, ain't she? Ain't she? This, folks, you don't know me. You don't know my wife, Belle, but I got to tell you, she is as honest as the day is long. We did not prearrange. However trustworthy I may appear to be, I'm approximately half that trustworthy. But I do like to torment people, so you may guess that we have not prearranged this. She does not know what this thing is, but she's making a straight and untrammeled line. Yes, my love, it's a bird. It's a bird, all right. 7 questions she got. 7 questions. She's already know it's an art car that's a bird.
I mean, is it a rooster?
It's not a rooster, my love, although that's an especially good guess. Why is that a good guess, do you think?
Well, I'm aware that there is an art car that is honoring a rooster, although
Okay.
I believe they generally refer to it using different language.
That's right, which is especially sexy and therefore better suited for a festival where folks cavort.
But this art car that you are imagining is not the cock car.
No. And I will say that if you happen to have been paying attention to my criteria for success for my own art car, you may even have a good guess there based on my thinking for an art car. But I probably complicate. You need no outside information. Please continue.
Is the bird evoked by your possibly mythical Burning Man art car?
Not mythical.
You know for sure that it exists?
I know for sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Not a mythical animal.
Right. The car itself may
Yes.
be mythical.
Yes, yeah.
I understand.
Uh-huh.
Is the bird capable of flight?
It is a bird that is capable of flight. Yes, and with 4, and you're about to cross. You have one more, and you're going to cross the 10 barrier. At which the switches to yes and no but.
All right, so it is capable of flight.
It is capable of flight, no question.
All right. Okay, well, that knocked out my next guess.
Okay, folks, 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes remaining. Will she do it?
Is this bird generally considered to be waterfowl?
It most assuredly is a waterfowl art car. Boom. At exactly 10, we go to yes and no but. My love, are you ready to make a guess?
No, I don't feel like I know yet.
Okay.
I thought I knew.
Yeah, okay.
I thought I knew, but I am...
Was your brain like, with the brain waves going like, penguin?
They were going penguin.
They were going penguin. Because we got good Svengali. I was thinking of a penguin to throw you off, and so this Bene Gesserit witch over here, she's stealing ideas from my brain, and I stopped her with the glamour.
I mean, at first,
glamour
I thought you were referring to
of
the cock car.
penguins.
And then I thought you must be thinking of penguins because that would be hilarious because
would be.
penguins live where it's cold
That's
and
right.
Burning Man's very hot it's in the desert.
Yes, exactly, and that's precisely the mechanism I want to call your attention to. So, man, you got to get up pretty
So
early.
it's high contrast.
Yeah.
So I'm going to think out loud here for a little bit before I ask you any more questions.
You already got the
because-
waterfowl element there.
I
so
know,
that's high
right?
contrast because Burning Man is avowedly very dry. So I am told.
So there's a couple fun ways I think this could go. I mean, it seems sort of pedestrian to say it's a seagull art car, but it would be interesting because you are far from the sea, so
Yeah.
it would feel very out of place.
Yep.
But I think it might be more interesting to call it like an albatross art car
Ooh,
because
that'd be
that has a
interesting, yeah.
good story arc to it.
Sure.
And you really think about deep out to sea.
Yeah.
But then there's also, what's the one that there's a guy.
Pelican.
Pelican. He's got a big thing under his chin.
Yep.
Can be full of fish. I think
Yep.
that would be a really exciting design for an art car because
Oh,
all
yeah.
the people could go inside the beak. So I think that would be a fun way to travel around.
You know, actually, I think that's something that should be incorporated into the water park. Because imagine if you were swimming in the mouth of a pelican.
in the mouth of a pelican with its
gotta
beak
be
wide
done,
open,
right?
like I think it just would be. I mean, maybe that's like the whirlpool, like or
Yeah.
the waves start going in there.
yeah.
But that seems like something that would be really fun. But no, I'm gonna guess that it's a heron. Is it a heron art car, Marlo?
No, my love, it is not a heron art car.
All right. So
But
that was.
like the heron, this bird does have a distinctive noise that it is known for. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, my friends, to finish up our art. Keep us on track.
It has a distinctive noise that it's known for.
It has, like the heron, it has a distinctive noise, even more so than the heron. Every school child learns the noise that this animal makes. Yes.
Is it a duck art car?
No, my love, it is not a duck art car, but for there is a slight inflection to what it is, which is a slight inflection, which is the only thing that keeps it from being, strictly speaking, a duck art car.
I mean, is it a goose art car?
No.
Oh.
It's not a goose
Now I'm
art
at
car.
13.
But like a goose, but unlike a goose, children want to be around this animal. And in fact, sometimes find ways to do so.
children want to be around this animal and sometimes find ways to do so.
We got 1 minute, 30 seconds left, friends.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is, so my language can become circuitous, so I want to step back here and emphasize that it is, that you could almost just say it's a duck art car, but there's a little like one aspect, one modifier.
Is it a specific individual duck art car?
No.
No.
But it is a specific type. It is a specific formulation of duck.
Is it a duckling art car?
Yes, and there is an even more specific and, in fact, defining formulation.
Is it an ugly duckling art car?
No.
How can that be no?
But, except for the ugly duckling, I can think of no other formulation except the correct formulation, which would be more perfectly and aptly described attached to this art car.
It is not a particular individual duck. You
No.
answered no.
No.
It is a duckling.
Yes.
I believe I have a clue from St. Jonathan of the Berkshires.
Oh no, they're in the chat giving you clues. Go ahead, what's the clue?
Is it a rubber ducky?
Yes, it is! Yes, it is! Oh, and she does so. And she does so with like scant seconds remaining on the finishing of the artwork here. Holy cow.
The
How does she
clue
do
is
it?
an
How does she do it,
emoji
folks?
of a person in a bathtub.
My next clue for you, my next yes and no but was going to be this particular kind of duckling is very beloved by Ernie.
Mm-hmm. Then I would have gotten it.
Yeah,
Yes,
you would've
that would have
gotten
been
it. That would've
the
been too easy.
giveaway.
But you still had it with like 4 remaining.
With help from the chat, which
Well,
is my favorite way to win
the-
this
the-
game.
the
I like
chat
it when
is-
it's all of us against you.
The chat, that's how it should be, my love.
Mm-hmm.
All of you against me. That's right. Oh, and that's time, folks. Don't ignore the timer down there. Listen to Agnes. That is a 25-minute piece of art that I just made right there. 25 minutes. Okay. All right. So, okay, friends. Okay. As that Leonardo da Vinci character said, leader of the Turtles, a work of art is never finished, only abandoned. And done, my friends, is better than perfect if perfect ain't done. Is what I made here everything I dreamed of? Is it all represented in the genuine article? Were my dreams approximated here? Well, please allow me to present my work for your critical evaluation. First up, concept recognizable form or stylistic riff. I would say a little bit of both here. We have a recognizable water park in the slide element and a riff on things that are generally aquatic. Stronger, more specific stylistic reference, but there's clearly a mashup at work here. Next up is visibility, party beacon lighting. Yes, I've got both the sun, which would be illuminated at night, and its beams, and then I also have thunderclouds, which would perhaps emit peals of strobe light across the playa. That's an interesting lighting solution. 3, sanctuary. Is there a comfortable lounging area? Well, you know, I conceive of the area underneath the clouds as being like a little drizzle area, but I have to say, dry is not always equitable to comfortable. So maybe this is one place where there's an opportunity there. Maybe you can crawl up on the clouds, and the clouds are fluffy and dry. That'd be a good way to go. Dry clouds. This guy, he's all about the artistic tension, ain't he? 4, portable party platforms. Yeah, we got plenty of platforms here. We got the lifeguard chair, which is the driver's seat. We got the clouds are considerably standable. The top of the slide also has a railing, so that could be a place where people could cavort and dance under the rays of the sun canopy. That could be, yeah, there's a possibility there. And 5, safety last. Is there a driver view that is unobstructed? And you know there is. Up in the front there, I got that lifeguard chair that swivels around and watch the party. It's got a little umbrella there. A little possibility there. That's right. That's right. So, thank you, friends, for the opportunity for me to present my art car mutant vehicle. Honest feedback is a generous gift. For when we wish to develop our skills beyond our current capacity, we must see through eyes other than our own. That's why every artist must be able to give and take honest critique. So, how do we grow when we're done and we show? That's a great question. I wonder if anyone would like to scream out the answer. Thank you. What, were you on a Kool-Aid break? You kids are so inspiring. You keep me awake. You keep me honest. Commandment number 4 is art kindly. First to yourself and also to others. When you critique art, do so kindly. We invest ourselves greatly in the things that we make, so handle them with care and compassion. If an artist asked me for a critique of the work that I just showed you, this is what I might say. First, I would thank them for the opportunity to enjoy their beautiful work. What a whimsical and fun take on the art car. Compliment them on what they did well. Boy, I sure do think there's nice artistic tension here between an art car in the desert and a water park. What an inviting schism. Don't I like what you did there? Opportunity. Identify what in this work you see as an opportunity to improve. I would say, art, well, I think that this is a lovely assemblage with lots of identifiable pieces, but I think it could be a nicer, cohesive whole. I think you could probably explore the infinity pool idea. I think you could probably explore the pelican idea. I think one cloud and one sun is fun, but maybe two clouds seem like they're outnumbering the sun. I feel like I want a stronger conceptual tie-in between all of the elements. And I would also like to see more of the pool area in the rendering. And then finally, I would tell them my most favorite part. That's a great way to leave any art critique. I would say, art, one thing I especially liked. One thing I liked so dear. My favorite thing about this piece is the little joystick that controls the car is a whistle, and the horn of the art car sounds like a lifeguard's whistle tweeting. And if I was the artist that got that critique, well, I hope I'd thank him right back. You know, there's no need to explain oneself as an artist or what I was going for. No. Only thank your critic for their bravery and generosity of spirit. They have given you what you need to improve. Ain't that a gift? And friends, your very favorite artist was once a beginner, just like you. And we want to see what you made. So, please, tag Zealous Art Revival on the Instagram, and we want to show it on the TV. We'll do it now if it comes up. We want to keep working on it. We'll show it next week. So let's take a look at some viewer art here. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's St. Hartford of the Berkeley Shire from perhaps last week, perhaps a week before's episode, and it was invent a new kind of facial hair, which he did here. And look at that, ain't that beautiful? He's got a facial hair that spills out from the lip like some sort of glorious wave splashing out. I must compliment his Procreate work there. Very, very strong rendering. And I like that you have made concrete the notion of the wave conceit with your little surfboard man and your man in a boat fishing. Look at the little fish hook that dangles down. Hilarious. Oh, there we go. Is that a little bit better? You see it now better now? Oh, here we go. Can we see it better now? Nope. We can see it better now, though, can't we? Look at all the things that I asked you, the viewer, to see in your imagination, but were actually on the screen that only I could see. That's right. All right. St. Jonathan Hartford of the Berkeley Shire, I cannot wait to see what you created today. I know you're watching. And boy, what a treat. So hey kids, how do we ever get better and better? That's right. We art daily. Every single day of our lives. I am asking you, right now in this moment, to make a special kind of pledge. Okay, this is not a joke. This is a lifelong devotional practice to the divine power of creation. I know we had our laughs here today, but this is no joke. I want you to make art every single day for the rest of your life. Sickness and health, rain and shine. I want you to give me for at least 5 minutes. 5 minutes, oftentimes you start, you keep going. But if you do 5 minutes, that's all I ask. And in return, I can promise you all the gifts of creativity, the improved mental health, the phenomenal skills you'll have, personal development, self-transformation, and connection with yourself and the divine. And friends, what I can promise you is the elusive dream that you've thought of so often, a real, actionable path to mastery in any artistic pursuit you choose. Or leave this life knowing you had something great inside you that never came out. This is no joke. Talent is nice, but great work requires skill. Skill requires repetition. Repetition requires a habit. Will you join me? Will you call the number down below and cross your heart? Cross your heart for art and start. That's right. That's right.
St. Jonathan just shared his art card.
Oh my gosh, hold on. We can see this. Hold on. I think we just got the art card from St. Jonathan. Here we go. Hold on. We're going to show that if we can. Here we go. Refresh. Here we go. It's a facial hair. Facial hair is good. Come on, hashtag. We want to see it. We gotta see the art. Gotta see the user art. Maybe I can. Oh! We got it. I'm gonna show it here. Hold on. Oh, St. Jonathan, this is beautiful. Oh, I can't wait. Hold on, let's take a look at this. Can you see that? Oh, look at that. Look at that art car. Darling, can you see that?
Not quite yet. I'm waiting.
Okay, we got a little delay here.
There we go. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
The lantern hanging from the tail.
And it looks like the tail might even be gripping the lantern.
Yeah,
So
and they're laser eyes, as promised.
I wonder if those are like cutting lasers that just zawed a swath of destruction through the open playa.
I like to imagine that they're warm, so if it's cold at night, that you get coated in the warm glowing light of possum laser eyes.
Well, that's the thing about possum, true. When you take a picture of them at night, they're looking right at you, and you get a lot of reflection.
Glowing is happening right there.
Their eyes. So
that could be warming. That could feel good.
That could be warming. And look at the little fellow driving around this possum. He's like, I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
I mean, it looks like the jaws could close at any moment around him.
It does. However, a detail that I particularly enjoy is that the nose is a little heart.
It's a little heart. Oh,
and also, it looks like it's made on a single wheel. So a single war wheel construction. Just some kind of Trojan opossum. Well, I guess we're going to have to wait till next week to find out. Friends, back in the old days, we'd all leave this tent. We'd have a big pancake breakfast and some artistic fellowship. Booze. We'd have strong coffee and fresh juice. But for now, Sunday noon's our honeymoon. Belle, you want to come over here? Did you make some nice friends in the chat, darling?
It was so delightful to hang out with St. Jonathan. Thank you for coming to play with us today.
Thank you to St. Jonathan. Thank you to all the folks watching all around the world. Thank you to the Sparkleversians and the Sparkleverse. Thank you to BRCVR and the virtual burn that you made. And we cavorted around and it was so beautiful, so fun. Thank you to everyone who managed to be awake tonight after the burn last night. Friends, now me and Belle's got to go horse around. We're going to take our Sunday off. Will you please join us next week for a very special episode when we make newly discovered undersea creatures? You like that one, darling?
I love it.
I thought you would. All right, bye, everybody. See you next week.